Good morning, everyone. Shannon Ferguson here from McGrath Snowy Mountains. Just bringing you a market update here for the month of April. Another month down. Things are moving very quickly. Certainly throughout our area of the Snowy Mountains, we're seeing autumn kicking into gear quite quickly. Still quite mild, so yeah, looking forward to a good start to winter and the ski season, which is shaping up to be a big one. Very hard to find accommodation down in this area now coming into the winter months. In fact, I think it's nearly impossible for the winter ski season. So good luck to those that have already booked and looking forward to coming down for a big winter. But through the month of April, we've seen some fantastic results. Same again, ladies and gentlemen, the market's continuing on extremely strongly. We've seen a number of sales throughout our market, and with our competitors as well as ourselves, we've seen sort of nearly 10 sales happening in our office this month, with quite a few already under offer, working towards that exchange period. A good number of sale listings still coming onto the market. I think the significant thing in what we're seeing in the sales and the properties coming on the market is just the sheer number of properties that are sort of attracting that $800 to $1 million price range in our area now, especially in that Cooma market. Something that really hasn't been seen on any large scale ever before, but just the sheer number of properties we're seeing transacting in that $800 to $1 million range just shows how strong the growth has been in the prices of properties in our area. And look, to be honest, I can't see that changing. I don't believe we're going to see any drops in our prices. Yes, there's talks of the interest rate rises, and definitely we will see some. But at the end of the day, I think historically, we're still looking at low interest rates for quite a long time. So I don't believe we're going to see any change in our market here in the area. But and that leads me to what I really wanted to sort of talk to you about, given the lift in our market we've seen over the past 18 months, 2 years, and just the sheer amount of equity. I think a lot of our homeowners, and especially our investors, we've got a large book of rental properties we manage in the area with a large number of investors that we work on behalf of, and just the sheer amount of equity that's been built up in your investment properties that you own, not only here in the Snowy Mountains, but anywhere. And I think it's probably a really good time for those that haven't maybe thought about it or haven't engaged our services to provide you with a current update of the market value of your property. I think you might be surprised. I think in most cases, nearly all cases, we've seen at least a doubling of values, and in quite a lot of cases, significantly more than that. So what that leads to is the ability to potentially look at increasing your investment portfolio. Again, with the historically low interest rates, despite the fact that we're probably going to see 1 to 1.5% rise over the next year or two, or maybe sooner, I still don't think it's going to affect the property market here in our area. It might for a little while, but essentially things will keep moving along. But it's just still a really good time given the demand from our rental market. The Snowy Hydro project has still got a long time to go on it. The prospect of Snowy 3.0, all the activity here with the demand from the contractor rental market and our normal rental market, a real shortage of properties for everyday people looking to rent properties. There's more people coming to our area than are leaving. And in fact, there was a stat that came out, I read just this week, that nearly 40,000 people left Sydney for regional areas in the last 12 months. And the Snowy Mountains has definitely attracted a lot of those people. So I'd urge people to have a look at their investment properties. We're happy to provide you with just an updated value of your property, so that's something to think about. We've got some really good people that we work with in regards to mortgage broking and so forth that you could talk to, look at the prospect of potentially pulling equity out of those properties so that you're saving your cash in the bank, use the equity in your property to provide the cash for deposits, and use the rental income to certainly pay majority of mortgages. So just keep an eye on the level of equity that's been built up in your existing properties. it's a really good opportunity to continue to grow your portfolio, especially with demand from not only full-time rentals, the short-term rental market is extremely strong. As I said, there's so many people missing out on accommodation for the mountains this year. So the short-term stay accommodation's really building, becoming more and more popular. So we can certainly talk to you about a lot of those things. Happy to help out with anything you might be looking to do with buying, selling or renting real estate. And hopefully we'll hear from you soon, and we look forward to working with you. Thank you.